Once again, ladies and gentlemen, reintroducing both fighters for this interim welterweight title bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, representing Ryoshin Academy, Makinde Adeymei. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, representing Team Monkey, Andreas Tricomitis. Referee for the bout is Craig Lawrence. This bout is brought to you by Core Fitness.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're returning with our amateur welterweight interim title bout. I'm Ian M16 Butler, sat here with Mark Kinsella, who is the champion at welterweight.
Yeah, and we've got Andreas Tricomitis versus, oh, guys, got names escape me there, I'm sorry, mate.
Makinde Adeymei.
Nice. Andreas.
So, yeah, Andreas looking for the takedown.
Yeah, high level judo, Andreas. Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful fireman carry.
How do you think you deal with that?
Oh, don't know.
That was good timing.
Oh, mate, he's really, really good. Carries a lot of muscle, though, Andreas.
Very, very strong. Like I said, good time he's got there. He's inside control now.
Yeah. Maybe try and get a knee on.
Getting that head out the way.
Yeah. Look like he's trying to isolate an arm, maybe. Nice knee. He's got to keep striking there.
Yeah, I'd like to see more action, striking, working to the body, mix up the body and the head.
The ref looks like the ref's going to warn now, stand them up.
Adeymei is all he's doing is holding on here. He's just trying to hold tight, stop Andreas from getting any distance between him and.
Rise Andreas now. I'll try and get that left knee across.
Yeah, certainly work for the knee ride.
Yeah.
Get some space.
Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm. I know Andreas likes the Kimura.
He does like to go for the Kimura.
Yeah, he does like the Kimura.
Yeah, Americana and the Kimura.
Kilo. Any of them variations. But he's staying heavy.
He'll be looking to snatch that, I think.
I think so. From the bottom, he's got to be doing more, though. He's got to be wriggling. He's got to make Andreas work. He can't just sit there with that.
No.
I don't think. Andreas has just got to try and explode now, I think. He'll get that.
I think that he needs to go for that knee on belly. As soon as his legs go back down.
Here we go. Nice, he's passed now. Even a crucifix. Andreas can get that crucifix.
And I think that's what he's looking to do.
Yeah, here we go.
As he pins the arm.
Yeah, here we go. In half guard now.
Half guard's still a good position for ground and pound.
Very much. He just put his gum shield in. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
Stop.
I think you're right there. I think there's a real underused position, the half guard, just to sit and just.
You can really pin someone in that position, especially good. You know, jiu-jitsu guys and stuff might hold the lockdown or something.
Very much.
They're just open to punch and look at these heavy shots.
There we go.
These are big bombs, and this could be over.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Covered well. Nice. Andreas got to be careful with that elbow as he throws there. There we go. Now he's gone for that crucifix. Oh no, defending. He's going for that crucifix. He's going to get it.
He's got it.
He's got to strike now. 20 odd seconds left.
Yeah, this is good work from Andreas.
Very much, but he's not creating enough like leverage. Obviously, they're only tippy tappy, but it's hard.
He needs to get a bit more room.
Yeah.
Get his left shoulder up, and he can get more power down.
Yeah, this position is better than the pro game. You can elbow, you can cut. It's a lot more dominant, opposed to an amateur where you can only punch.
That's right.
Because he has to be careful that he doesn't elevate himself too much. He'll end up getting flipped.
He'll lose a position. That's right. Well, that's a good, very, very dominant first round. And let's go back to the fireman's carry throw.
Oh, mate,
the timing on that was.
To be fair, he's done it in a few of his fights, Andreas, and it's sort of what you'd expect from a real high-level judo guy. You've just got to get your hips low against someone like that. But the only thing I worry about with Andreas is his cardio. So we'll see, because he carries a lot of muscle and it takes a lot of oxygen to power that muscle. And that was a dominant round, so we'll see how he does. Because if looking at the two fighters, the other one looks the fresher to me.
Adeymei doesn't look tired at all, but he's been laying on his back taking shots.
And Andreas has been working, hasn't he?
Andreas has been working, yeah, so.
That was clearly Andreas' round.
So you talked about, obviously, Andreas' cardio. If he wins this fight, obviously that's going to be your next opponent on Shinobi.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So, would you be looking to try and drag it into the later rounds, work on the cardio?
Yeah, hopefully.
Make him work hard.
I'll just do me and we'll see how it goes.
Do your normal shit.
I'll just do me, rub my belly on him. To be fair, Andreas looks a little bit fresher now. He's ready to go.
Well, that's a sign of good cardio, good fitness, is when you can recover in that 1 minute.
Yeah, it is. It's vitally important that you train to recover.
Adeymei will be very, very conscious of the judo now.
Yes.
And looking to strike from the outside.
Looking to stick and move. Nice entry.
Yeah,
Good takedown again. I think it helps Andreas is because he's pretty small. He doesn't have as much of a distance to drop and hit. So
level changes.
He doesn't level change particularly low because he is only small. He's about 5'5", 5'6", something along those lines. But he is an absolute beast, to be fair.
Yeah, very, very heavily muscled at the weight.
Yeah, he is.
A very different stature to yourself.
Oh,
but these two are quite similar.
Yeah, they are very
stature,
height-wise, smaller. So he'll be opposed to me. I'm like 6'2" and I'm tall. I'll be the taller fighter. I carry a little more fat than him. Yeah.
Just a little bit more.
But he's doing well again. I think he just needs to be a bit busier now when he's.
I think he just needs to not worry about passing and work on that half guard position. You know, like we saw the ground and pound he got in, but then he just get past.
I think the issue sometimes, because people train jiu-jitsu and then they train, say, Thai or different things, sometimes you go into jiu-jitsu mode, but it's not. It's MMA. You can strike your way into places, instead of actually.
I totally agree. I just think striking to make the transitions is definitely very important.
It is really. Or even like, for instance, if you get like a triangle, instead of fighting, punch your way in. Or if it's pro elbow, and they give you, people arm bars a lot. People give you things, but you've got to strike. Yeah. You've got to be busy.
Set it up with strikes.
Very much so. Andreas is doing well again, but he's not actually causing that much damage. He had a flurry in the first, but it's got to take a lot of energy trying to push a big unit like Andreas off you.
Oh, certainly, that's what I mean. I was impressed by the cardio of Adeymei, and in the corner he looked fairly fresh coming out for this second round, and he has worked hard. He was bridging. And we said he was lay on the bottom, but he was bridging, he was pushing, he was trying to escape.
Andreas, he's trying to set up. There you go. This key lock he likes.
He loves the key lock.
Yeah, he does. Looks like, has he got that? I can't see.
And I think Adeymei saw that.
Yeah. There, he's got to fend that. He's got to get that arm back. Oh, I think Andreas going to get that. Got to try and get to his knees.
Well, he's trying to rag it, but he's got the mount position in
Strong
doing so.
guy, strong. Oh, I think that's going to go. He's got to try and get half guard now, try and get Andreas back into his half guard. Oh, he's done well to survive that.
Yeah, but he's underneath.
Yeah, he's got to get an elbow knee now. You can't just sit there, the ref's going to stop this. Oh, you can't be hitting from the bottom in that mount. He's got to be elbow knee, got to go, got to get into half guard. Or he's got to wrap arms. He's got to control Andreas. There's only 15 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about Andreas cardio. He sort of threw a flurry there. It looked like he had a rest.
Yeah. So look, working for the head and arm. I think when you're in that sound, you shouldn't be going for head and arms. You should be striking and causing as much damage as possible.
Yeah, because if your opponents heard that as well, they can hold this.
Very much so, yeah. Another clear round to Andreas, to be fair.
Two very, very clear rounds.
But this is we've got 5 to go, by the way.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, we've got 5 to go, yeah.
5 threes.
So I'd like to see how Andreas does with the 5. I've only ever seen him go, I think 2, possibly 3. But in his fight on FCC where he dropped the senior, he showed that he carries a lot of power, but then he faded towards the end. So I'd like to see how he does.
5. Well, that's why they call it the championship round. So
yeah, the championship round.
It does make the difference.
And this is what we train for. And I really find that the higher you go as an amateur, doing the 5 rounds, it prepares you a lot better for the pros for that 15 minutes. Because as you know, them extra 2 minutes make a big difference in a round, don't they?
Oh, certainly. I mean, I was talking about this with Jamie just earlier, saying I went from boxing amateur for 2-minute rounds to fighting pro MMA 5 minutes because we didn't have amateur MMA then.
It's a complete different
mindset,
cardio.
For example, for Cage Warriors titles fight, 5-minute rounds you're training for. It's tough. You've got to get those rounds in the gym.
But you've also not got to coast. It's trying to get that happy medium. It really is hard. So we are about to start the 3rd now.
Like I said, it's the one thing with the cardio. The guys, that minute really does recover them.
Yeah. But as you're seeing, these are 2 top amateurs, and it's always nice to see the level of amateurs going through the roof, I think.
Yeah, definitely the amateur game. The shows like Shinobi,
all these top shows,
Ice, Tanko, showing top, and that's just the northwest shows.
And the spinning kick, and he's missed. And they look after you as well. Tricomitis in this side control, which he's basically been for most of the fight.
It's been the story of the fight so far, hasn't it? Takedown, side control, and just working these little chopping shots.
I think he's got to try that crucifix again, mate. Yeah, look, now he's trying to pass.
Yeah, now
he's done well, yeah.
So now he's done that with you know, just
Ease.
the first 40 seconds with ease.
That's a long, he's got 2 minutes 15 to be in here.
He's got to look to finish now.
Very much so. He's got to get up. He's done well. Oh, nice bridge. Now let's see what he can do from the top.
Yeah, this will be interesting. This
Very much so.
Adeymei on top.
Adeymei's got to watch Tricomitis. He likes this Kimura from the bottom. He'll use it, rip it out and use to roll him. Look at that.
Yeah. It does work as really good as a sweep.
Very much. Andreas uses it as a sweep, but he also finishes a lot of people with it.
Oh, that's good work for Adeymei getting to his feet.
He's done really well. This round's probably a bit more contested than the other two, I would say.
Yeah, maybe that is a sign that Tricomitis is starting to fade.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see.
I don't know, let's see. I'm expecting some judo.
Oh, nearly tried again. I think the thing with Andreas is he's always one shot from winning up, one big throw
Because
from
of his
ending
explosiveness.
up, because of the explosiveness. He's like a sprinter, isn't he? Really is powerful guy. But he's controlling the cage. He's doing well. He's got to be a bit busier now. It's that head position. See, he's got to get under that head. He's trying to work for it now.
Well, this is good defence from Adeymei.
Very much.
You know, we've seen in the clinch so far, Andreas will get him straight to the floor, but this is very much, as you say, more well contested this round.
Yeah, he's got to be careful when he sits there. Andreas got to throw if he throws a few nice knees there, he's got to soften him up.
Or even just backing away, firing some strikes and then going for the clinch again.
Yeah. People sometimes get a little bit excited when they're in a cage, they stay there. You've got to break sometimes, throw a few shots like as Cain Velasquez does.
Yeah, and get back.
Get the hands up and get the weight down, and then obviously when they're up, you can take them down. Andreas looking for an ankle pick there.
Again, good balance from
Very
Adeymei.
good. Very impressed with him. He's weathered that early storm and he's still going. Looks pretty fresh.
Well, I'm coming to the end of this round. Again, it's been a controlled round.
There we go, this fireman again. Oh, well executed.
Yeah,
again.
nice. Very nice finish to the round.
Yeah, that's definitely give Andreas the round, I think. Past the half guard. He just needs to strike now.
Well, to say he does spend a lot of time inside control working, little chopping shots, he does do some highlight reel stuff.
Oh, mate, always. Always. It's judo for MMA. He's probably one of the best in the amateur game, if not the pro game at the minute in the UK.
So we're now into the championship rounds.
Bit of confusion there. I think Andreas thought the fight was over.
Yes.
Let's see now how this is going to affect them mentally.
Yeah.
Because if you've exhausted all that energy and you think that's you done, and then you then say, oh, there's two more, your head can fall off.
Yeah, I mean that could really affect your
Mentally?
your mental strength for the fight. Because Andreas did look there like he thought the fight was over.
And on the opposite side, he looks ready to go, doesn't he? He obviously.
Yeah. Well, his coach came in, I think.
Straight away.
Look there, fourth round. We've got another round.
He's got two more. Let's see how Andreas handles that.
That's the thing with the explosive muscle. It doesn't.
All
go
of
for
them,
as
no,
long.
not always. That's why sometimes when you see two different body types, like the muscly guy to like the.
To like us.
So big, yeah, like us, like when people see us, me, if I fight Tricomitis, they'll see us, but it's different. It's not always about it's not bodybuilding. It's MMA.
That's right.
But Andreas is a
So
real
you're
good fighter.
admitting on looks, is the better looking?
Oh, he's well better looking than me. Look at the beard. There we go.
Oh, some good
Real
shots from
good
Adeymei.
shots. Real good shots. Andreas going to his game there.
Oh, this is much better work from
Yeah,
Adeymei.
very
This is
much.
the best we've seen.
Yeah.
He's got a knee to the head.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. In fact, knees to the head have been taken away. Knees to the head are not allowed now in the amateur on Shinobi. We were just told that.
Thank you very much.
I've
for
just been
telling
told
me
that earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, don't worry, because I'd have been throwing them.
You'd have been on a DQ.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So sorry. So knees to the head in amateur are not allowed now.
Okay.
I don't know whether that's across the
blanket
board
wide.
or whether it's just on this show, but we've just been told that
Nice.
by referee Craig Lawrence, who knows his stuff.
You've got to try and back Andreas up now, I think. Even if he just got to pepper his jab, he's got to keep Andreas thinking and guessing and working.
Yeah, definitely. I think he needs to. He's kind of getting himself a little bit out of that groove of the clinch.
Oh, don't be trying to throw in. Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Andreas needed there.
Yeah, do not try to throw Andreas because you're just going to be off balance. A judo guy at that level.
Of course. Stick to your game. See, a lot of people get into trying to beat people at their strengths. No, work your strengths,
exactly,
do your
go.
game. Know what I mean? A lot of people go against the wrestler and try and take him down, or vice go against the striker. Just got to do your game. But Andreas here now, side control. Sorry, mate.
That was pretty much, half the round with Adeymei really sort of making a bit of a dint. But now we've got half the round. Andreas is
So
on
who
top.
would you score that? If Andreas stays in this position for the whole thing?
I'd score it as an even
An
round.
even round, yeah.
Yeah, because the striking stood on the feet.
Yeah.
Adeymei was getting the better of it, but on the ground now, we'll see Andreas probably crawl out the rest of the round on top. I think that's a 10-10 round in my book.
Yeah, I think you're right. Andreas has got to be a bit busier. He's got to try. He's in half guard, but he's still got a posture. He's got a body head.
When we saw, I think it was the first round, he postured up from
at
the end of the first.
Yeah, and landed some bombs.
Big shots,
mate,
real big shots, yeah.
I was looking at them thinking, they don't look nice.
Yeah.
I think next time you're commentating, you might see some of them landing on my head.
Yeah. You're going to be waking up in cold sweats
yes,
then, yeah?
oh yes, I am. No, I'm alright, mate. She's got to be busier.
Yeah, I'd like to see him working more. It's dying seconds around. I think his corner should be telling him big, strong finish, because it couldn't be, a big, strong finish at the end of the round. You can take the judge's eye. It really can, yeah.
And it really can, and especially with people, in all honesty, your memory's not that long, so if you come out, that makes it like on posture now.
Yes, just some big shots now to finish would have been nice.
And he has them as well in his arsenal.
Well, like I said, we saw them in the first round. At the end of the first.
To be fair, I thought Andreas, he paced himself there, and I thought he was pretty clever, if I'm being honest. I know he had some good shots. He hit the takedown at the perfect time, and then he just chilled. So hopefully now, it's only 3 minutes. We'll hopefully see him come out. But I think both fighters should come out.
Yeah, certainly.
Andreas is definitely up on the scorecard.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that was the only round that was even where Adeymei even had a look in. Really, the other round.
He's had one sweep, Annie. I think it was in the third. He's had one sweep. But Adeymei looks ready. He looks ready to go.
He does it. He knows he needs a big last round.
Yeah. He's got to go out and put volume. And in all honesty, if I was saying, I'd just shoot.
Yeah, just shoot. Shoot from the changing rooms.
Yeah. Just get every bit of that muscly body and go, you're going down.
So there you see last instructions from his coach, Jose Haluk.
One more round.
He's saying put it in.
Yeah.
Very experienced coach.
Yeah, he comes from a real good team.
Obviously with the Monkey Nutrition as well.
Yeah. Look at the shape he's in.
I was saying that's a good advert for Monkey Nutrition.
Yeah.
Good strikes there.
Very good.
And Andreas did exactly what he should.
Exactly, nice.
Right underneath.
Very nice. Another highlight reel bomb.
Well, that's like Cypriot Airways, right?
Oh, mate, I know. I think I'll be registering with them with some fly miles, some more air miles.
Some air miles.
And Andreas has got to be busier.
Yeah, he does.
Very
I'd like
much
to
so.
see a big, good, strong finish.
Yeah. There's been a good few times throughout this fight where he's been close to being stood up. He's got to try and get that knee on. Try and work across to the mount. Strike. Or he's going to go for, looks like he's working that crucifix again.
Go back that way, yeah. He seems to prefer to go that way, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does seem to like that crucifix. As you mentioned before, though, you can't really actually get good effective striking off. Some nice knees there from Andreas.
It's tough because you can't posture up enough to get a punch down.
No.
It's good for, like, as you said, with pro with the elbows, but I think it was better when he was firing them big strikes from half guard. Is the best ground and pound we've seen from him in this fight.
Yeah. But to be fair to him, you can't say nothing about his cardio because he's still going.
Yeah, well, he's grinding away, still sticking with the same game plan.
Very
There's
much.
the knee on belly.
There we go.
Better.
That's what we've been calling for.
Yep, this
I'd
is
even
better
keep
work.
it. Oh no, here we go.
We're watching posture up now, and he's got half the round left.
Great fan on them legs
and
there.
A minute and 30.
He's got to watch that bridge. It's all right. He's got to. Oh yeah. He's going to nearly bridge them again. Yeah, back to half guard. Should just posture now. He's got to get.
I'd like to see him posture.
Yeah,
and just work the strikes. He's got a minute left.
Here we go. Last minute.
That's better work.
Here we go. He's definitely won the fight if we stay in this position.
Certainly, yeah, definitely. It's possibly 4 rounds and a draw.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, definitely. I agree. If it stays like this, with some lovely 2 real nice fireman throws, and then he had a nice bomb before. Looks like he really likes that key lock, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's looking for that again. Just looks like he's going to grind this out now.
Yeah, he has.
40 seconds left. He's not looking to finish.
No. He's got to be a bit busier. I think on the bottom, if you have a bit more about him, you got to get them hips out. I think he could get Andreas off. I think the key, you've got to keep Andreas working.
What have you seen here that you think you need to be worried about?
Power, obviously. Exactly what I knew I had to be worried about. Yeah. Nothing that I haven't learned anything that I didn't know. Nothing new. That no offense to him. I already knew. Andreas done what he was good at. This guy's chasing him now.
Yeah, he just wants to try and get it. He knows he needs a knockout, so he's looking for it.
Andreas is clever though. Clever. He didn't get into a scrap.
Yeah.
Good win for Andreas, and as well as cardio. He done well.
That was good work. Yeah, I think that's a good unanimous decision.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Big guy.
Should we go in for a chat?
Yeah, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. The winner and new welterweight champion, Adeymei Tricomitis.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have our hands together again for our new interim champion, Adeymei Tricomitis. Welterweight interim.
They told me it's restricted.
Yeah, well, we've got to get him in a minute. So ladies and gentlemen, well, let's just tell us, obviously, Mark Kinsella was the champion at welterweight. You've just won this title now. Tell us what you think.
Listen, man, 2 times I come in the UK. This guy want to fight me. I spent a lot of money to get there. He never come to fight me. He gets stripped of the title. And now I have the title. If he wants the title, don't talk, man. If you want the title back, you gotta fight me. Man, I come 2 times to the UK. You have nothing against me. Bro, listen. I'm speaking the truth. I watched you in FCC. I was not impressed. Listen. Man, don't talk shit. I do the same to you. Listen, I come 2 times to the UK. He don't have the belt. He wrote off Shinobi for another competition. Now if he wants the belt, he can come through me. Wanna talk?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we've got Mark Kinsella here. Mark wants to tell us what you think about that.
Tricomitis, that fight was pretty boring, my friend.
You can't see how bullshit he is.
Go on, tell us what you think about it.
Calm down. Oh, he's got a club on. See you later. Well, anyway, me and Tricomitis going to fight. Can someone pick his dummy up? Anyone got his dummies?
Hold on. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the next fight. Obviously, these two together. Ozzy, obviously the coach of Andreas, your fight has gone. You can explain to us, he is pissed off.
No, it's an emotional day for him. It's a long time coming to crown the kid. I mean, we have come here twice. Twice he's not been here. It's took time, it's took money to produce the goods. So, you know, there's no disrespect here. You know, we're all sportsmen. At the end of the day, we just want to mix it up, and that's it.
Okay, so we're going to get that in the next Shinobi then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, well, both fighters want it. We all want to see it. It might go off now.
My belt, lads. March for my belt.
Right, congratulations. Congratulations. Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's not looking forward to that one? Put your hands together for our new champion. And the old one.